My dear precious child, you are chosen. Listen, listen close, for what I'm about to tell you is not ordinary. The air around you seems the same. Your days fold into one another like pages in a worn book, and yet right now, the world holds its breath. Something in your heart is stirring, because I need you to listen to this, not with the noise of the world, not with the busyness that steals your attention, but with that quiet part of you that still remembers how to kneel, how to wait, how to hear truth when it speaks like a whisper. I need you to listen, because what I say will touch what is deepest and truest in you. You have walked through seasons that left you tired. You have carried burdens no one else saw, worn smiles when your soul was breaking, believed lies about your worth that were never meant to be true. Maybe you have crept through the night of doubt, thinking you are forgotten, or that your prayers fall short. Hear me now. I have not forgotten you. I see the tears you hide. I have marked the times you held on by the thinnest thread. That thread is not brittle. It is made of my promise. You are chosen, and being chosen is not about perfection. It is about possession and purpose. My hand rests on you, because I have plans to mend what has been torn and to set you gently on a path you could not yet imagine. I need you to listen, because some things must be said before you take another step on your own. There are whispers of doubt in your ear that are not yours. There are voices telling you to hurry, to fix, to pretend. They will clamor louder when you try to slow down. Do not answer them. Slow down enough to hear the voice that has always known your name. This voice will not shame you. It will not demand that you prove yourself. It will come like sunlight through shutters, gentle, honest, warming the places you thought were forever cold. You are chosen to be seen, truly seen, in a world that grades people by performance and profile. I saw you before the world ever noticed. Before your first breath, and before the first mistake anyone could point to, I counted you precious. When shame wanted to write your story, I wrote over it with mercy. When fear told you to hide, I made a place for you to stand in the open. I did not choose you because you are flawless. I chose you because I am a God who chooses with love. And I know how to lift the lowliest heart and teach it to sing again. Do not shrink from your story. Your scars are not marks of failure, but maps of where I walked with you. Every trial shaped you, not to make you bitter, but to make you compassionate. Your wounds grant you tenderness for others. Your nights teach you how to lead the lost into dawn. There is a beauty in being a healed ruin. Imperfect, yes, but more honest than someone who never had to look for help. If you feel unworthy, remember, grace is not given to those who deserve it, but to those who need it. You are chosen because you need what only I can give, and because through that need, I will display my glory. I need you to listen because I am calling you to a place of courage. Courage is not a loud trumpet or an absence of fear. It is a quiet obedience when the heart is trembling. I am asking you to stand in small moments of bravery today. Speak the truth you have been holding. Apologize where your pride has hardened like a chain. Forgive the one who has wronged you, not because they deserve it, but because your soul cannot keep the poison any longer. Choose to hope even when the outcome is unclear. When you take these small steps, you are stepping into a life that looks nothing like the one the world sells. It will be messy, it will be slow, but it will be real. There are plans I am unfolding in hidden ways. Some doors you have knocked on remain closed because a better door is coming that you have not yet seen. Trust the timing I keep. Do not measure your season by what others have. Comparison is a thief. It will steal the joy of your own path. Your journey is uniquely shaped by your experiences, your broken places, your gifts. I am weaving all of that into a tapestry no eye has seen in full. When you doubt, remember the times I came through against the odds. How a tiny seed pushed through concrete. How a single word changed a hardened heart. I do not fail. I orchestrate what seems impossible, and your life is part of that beautiful, surprising plan. Listen to this. Your gifts are not accidental. They are seeds planted in you for a reason. You might think your talent is too small, your voice too shaky, your education too brief. Yet the world needs what you withheld out of fear. The person who needs encouragement might be the one who sits silently beside you at work, at church, in your family. The act of stepping forward with what you have, a listening ear, ... A willing hand, a word of kindness will set a chain of healing into motion. Do not hoard your light. Let it be a lamp on a stand, humble and useful. When you shine, you are not boasting, you are obeying. You are showing others how to be brave enough to do the same. I need you to listen, because there is healing for the places you thought were beyond cure. The past has a strange power to replay itself like a broken record. You may carry an old regret, a relationship that never recovered, a decision you cannot forget. Bring it to me. Bring the hurt, the anger, the questions. Do not be afraid of honesty and prayer. Tell me exactly how you feel. I will not be shocked by your doubt. I have room for your questions, and I will meet you in the messy center of your pain, with hands full of comfort. Healing is a process, not an event, and I will walk it with you step by step. Some wounds will fade quickly. Others will be tended over seasons. But my presence is the promise that you will not be left to stitch yourself back together alone. Hear me also about your loneliness. There are times you feel invisible in a crowded room. That aloneness can feel like an accusation, that you are unlovable, that you were meant to drift. This is a lie. I am nearer to the brokenhearted than anyone else, and I stand in the gap where human presence fails. But I also move through people to reach you. Allow others in. It is not a weakness to need people. It is an invitation to mutual courage. Share one small thing today with someone who might understand. You will be surprised how often vulnerability breeds connection. Let your story be shared, not for pity, but for healing, yours and theirs. You are chosen to bring justice where there is injustice, to be a voice for the voiceless, to love the people everyone else writes off. This does not always mean grand gestures. Often, it looks like showing up, even when doing so costs you convenience or applause. Comfort the ones suffering in silence. Stand with those who have been pushed aside. Choose integrity in your work when cutting corners would be easier. Small acts of justice and kindness ripple outward. Your life, lived with conscience and tenderness, will be a witness to the possibility of a different world, one where love governs profit, where mercy softens judgment, where the meek are not ignored but honored. I need you to listen because I want to free you from the tyranny of shame. Shame lies like a heavy cloak, whispering that you are defined by your worst moment. But forgiveness is the furnace that melts that cloak away, and truth is the mirror that shows you as you really are, beloved, forgiven, chosen. When shame presses you down, speak this aloud: I am chosen, I am known, I am loved. Say it until your mouth believes what your heart cannot yet see. Call a friend who will remind you of the truth when you cannot remember it yourself. Let testimony, your own or another's, be a light that dispels the dark. Listen to this. I will not waste your pain. Your past will not be pointless, The experiences that bent you will become the story of how I restored you. People will come to your table with hands trembling, and you will know the bread to offer because you once went hungry. You will be able to answer the questions someone else fears to ask because you have sat with that very fear. Your testimony will be the thread that ties someone else's unraveling life back together. Do not despise the days of small things. The mustard seed grows in silence until it is a shelter for many. So it is with the quiet faithfulness you practice now. There are practical things I want you to do. Begin to speak gently to yourself. You are not a task list to be conquered. You are a person to be cherished. Guard your time. Protect moments of rest and reflection. Rest is not laziness. It is an act of trust that I am enough and that you are not required to produce your worth. Choose friends who sharpen you and who will cry when you cry. Learn to say no without guilt. The space you create will be the room where I can move. Give generously, not out of abundance alone, but out of the confidence that I will meet need. Generosity trains the heart to trust in the unseen. And when fear presses close, take one small step forward, a phone call, a note, a gesture, and let momentum build where inertia once held sway. I need you to listen, because there is a larger story unfolding that you play a part in. You are not an accident. Your joys and your sorrows are stitches in a living fabric that binds a hurting world. When you feel insignificant, remember, a single light in darkness alters the night. Be that light. Live in such a way that others glimpse my heart in how you treat those around you. Speak with tenderness, give with extravagance, forgive with speed. Walk into difficult conversations with humility, and be quick to listen and slow to speak. Love is the currency of heaven. Spend it freely. I know that fear is real. I do not minimize it. Fear wants to make you small, to keep you safe in a narrow life. Yet safety at the cost of your calling is a poorer train than you think. Courage does not eliminate fear. It transforms fear into a teacher. Let fear tell you where you are fragile, and let faith teach you how to act anyway. When the night is long and your strength seems gone, remember that my power is made perfect in weakness. Lean into that paradox. It is there, in admitting you cannot, that you make room for me to do what only I can. Finally, listen to the promise that anchors everything. I am with you. I will not leave you to fend for yourself in the storm. I am the companion at your shoulder in decisions, the comfort in loss, the laughter in delight. I celebrate your steps forward. I weep with you in the quiet when you are afraid. My presence is not reserved for the weekend or the ritual. It is a daily, practical, living reality. Call on me in the small things and the great. You are chosen for relationship, not only for duty. Now rise from whatever posture you have been holding that says, I can't. Take one small, brave step. Speak one truth out loud. Offer one kindness without expectation. Reach out to one person who needs to know they are seen. Keep doing these small things, and I will do the miraculous weaving you cannot yet perceive. You are chosen, beloved, called and carried. Let that shape your days. Listen to this final thing. Fear will not have the last word. Doubt will not have the last word. Shame will not have the last word. Love will. And I am love. Walk in that love today. Let it steady you. Let it guide you. Let it change you from the inside out. I have called you by name, placed my hand upon you, and sent you into the world to reflect what is good and true. Live as one who is chosen, full of courage, full of mercy, full of the steady peace that comes from knowing you are not alone. Now go. Not hurried, but certain. Not proud, but sure. Not perfect, but forgiven. Remember, you are chosen. Listen and follow.